All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the London Bulldogs and the Toronto Huskies. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. His first carry of the game. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Melvin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And to give this time to the tailback.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he'll go on the ground. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw. Melvin. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake. Melvin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. Melvin. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Melvin. Wide open receiver complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike, 5-5.
From the gun, Melvin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw. Melvin under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Melvin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Melvin. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, Mack. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Check out, switch.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Trying the jet sweep here. It's Boykin. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go.
Switch it.
They'll run here with Mack. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Cost. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
All day, defense, all day.
Operating from the gun, Melvin. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Ready. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
This is Mack on the counter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I know he ain't got it. Check it.
Now a carry for Mack. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Melvin. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Off play action. Fields. He sets to fire deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
To throw from his end zone. Melvin firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Melvin. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Fields. This is Reese on the ground.
Fields pass complete to number 83. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fields. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A final shot before break. Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, this is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Yo.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step through. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, baby. All day.
Operating from the gun. Fields. It gets it complete to Harris. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 50. He don't know no better. Go, Mike 50.
2nd and 3. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. 2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A give, running right is Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I got you. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Melvin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now this throw caught left side. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Fields. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Melvin. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Mack, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again here with Mack. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw. Melvin. And a quick throw here that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Welcome back to Toronto, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up 1st downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. To throw on 3rd down, Melvin. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Operating from the gun, Melvin. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Boykin there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now. Huskies. 50. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Set, ready. Took the flag. Here we go. Left coming. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
From the gun, Melvin. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Kill.
To throw again. Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Operating from the gun. Fields. It's brought in by Harris.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Huskies 21, Bulldogs 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
To throw on second down, Melvin. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Shift, shift.
Watch the whip.
They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Echo. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I'm going to go.
From the gun, Melvin. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. In your face. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown! A great effort there. 61 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We got this. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is down to 2. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
First down and 10 at their own
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Big dance. Go. Check.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run it. It's Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set. And ring. Line 50. Here we go, D.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching.